Alrighty, and hello there, all cool people. How's everyone doing today? Joining me once again for some Ratchet is Megan.
Hi, everyone.
All right, excellent. Yeah, so finally getting back to Ratchet and Clank. 2 months, and I'm not saying this because I want to. Wait, part of my room is showing. Hold on. Megan made me move my green screen.
I didn't make you move anything.
You did kind of, because no, not really. She didn't.
Was
I
there
could say
maybe a
she did, but she
pumpkin
didn't.
coming out?
No, you didn't. It had nothing to do with you. I promise. It's mostly
Oh,
mostly doing a meme.
okay.
But yeah, finally getting back to it. Like I say, been what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know why this one thing popped up from Chatty, but like whatever. Maybe I accidentally click something. But yeah, it's been like 2 months. Very much unintentional. Not even really too sure what happened, to be honest. I think maybe now Megan can correct me if I'm wrong. I think maybe Megan just got a little bit like too sick and wasn't able to be around quite as much for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of been a lot the last 2 months. So,
Yeah. So it has been quite a while, unfortunately, but I do want to try to make this more consistent because Megan is feeling better, right? So if we miss a couple more weeks, it's all on Megan. All
what?
right. Well, Megan, this would be on you if we miss the next couple of weeks because that means you
I
got sick again.
know, but what if it's not my fault?
Well, I mean, I don't know. The only
Blame
time we
me for
can't do
everything.
Ratchet is when you're not here. All right.
You
So
guys get
hey,
busy with work.
yeah, then we have weekends. All right, hey Spike, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today?
Hey, Spike.
Spike says, "Huh? It's been so long that I thought you beat it. Nope, not yet.
We were relatively close. I don't know if we'll necessarily finish it this stream, especially since he's going to want 100%, so we'll probably have to at least replay the game once or twice.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna make this much more consistent from now on. Right now that Megan's feeling better, so you can expect this at least once a week until it's done. And then if we do something else, let's say Sly Cooper or whatever other games that Megan and I talked about doing between the Ratchet games,
Yeah.
then that'll probably be a weekly thing as well. Unless there's a reason Megan doesn't want to do it or I get like tired or sick or something.
Yeah.
Then it should be weekly. I really, really want to start making these weekly. So firstly, before we start, let me just do this really quick. Okay, so first off, thank you to Pvok for following after the end of last stream. He is a friend of Baby Rhino, aka Marcus, I believe, because we raided them and I got the follow after, and I found out later that it was him. So that was pretty cool. Also, thank you to My Story for following, and because Megan did this at the start of the stream instead of waiting a little bit in. Thank you, Megan, for the subscription and rekindling the bonfire. All right.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's my 12 months.
I know, right? Specs says, "Why did my favorite have to be 2?" Well, yeah, I know. It's gonna take a little bit, but it shouldn't take that much longer.
Well, hey, at least your favorite's not ripped apart.
That's true. That one. Well, I don't know. I think I mentioned this to you during the last stream and rekindling the bonfire. All right.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's my 12 months.
I know, right? Specs says, "Why did my favorite have to be 2?" Well, yeah, I know. It's gonna take a little bit, but it shouldn't take that much longer. So, well, I'm just really excited and happy to play them, which is why it kind of makes me really sad when it takes 2 months. Once again, it's nobody's fault. I don't want Megan to think I'm blaming her because I'm not. But it does make me a bit sad when you play a game, you get really into it, and then you got to wait for a little bit to get back to it, right? But sometimes things just are out of your control. With that, you can't really be upset at anybody, but it still is unfortunate because then you lose what was happening. You lose your muscle kind of memory that you built up while playing it. Like now, I'm probably going to be not that great at Ratchet now because it's been a while, and I think I was getting to be pretty okay, right?
Yeah, you were doing good.
Yeah. This actually reminds me though. I also need to reset up my Elgato filters, so that is crapped. Let me just make sure. Yeah. I mean that's good. That's good. Now it's cropped and looking pretty cool. Hey, Bass Backwards, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo?
Hey, Bass Backwards.
Spikes is a Kraken Time is my other favorite.
The Kraken Time is very good.
Yeah. So yeah, all the Ratchet games will be gotten to. They'll be gotten to in due time. There are a lot of them, but they will all for sure be gotten to. Because after this, like I said, Megan and I are gonna take a little break, do something else. Still got to decide on what, and then we're probably gonna jump straight into Ratchet 2.
Yeah, you planning on doing the side games too, like Size Matters and Secret Agent Clank?
Yes.
Okay.
Including all the bad ones as well. I want to do all the bad ones too.
Well, I guess whenever we get to One for All, we'll have to play that one co-op.
What's One for All?
It's like a 4-player like beat 'em up type game.
That's a thing in Ratchet and Clank.
Yep, I never played it personally, but it is a thing.
All right, sure, we'll do that one too. I mean, why not? I guess the one stipulation is, as long as I'm able to actually play it, right? I.e., I can stream it.
I mean, you should be able to. It's just a PS3 game, and I have a physical copy, so.
Yeah, like I just wanted to like kind of throw that out there just in case people are like, oh, there's this really rare, hard to find PSP game that you now have to stream because you set it up that you're gonna do it. It's like, well, if I have the capability of streaming it, I will play it. Otherwise, I won't. Right? That's kind of the rule.
Are you sure you don't want to play the flip phone game?
Oh boy, dude! Honestly, if I could, that'd be really fun. That'd be really funny.
I think it'd be fun because it's like a 2D platformer, from what I understand. Probably play similar to something like Contra, most likely.
Let's see, Spikes. Have you tried the dark grass? I feel like that's a reference.
I don't get that reference. I'll be honest.
Because like, is there a game? The dark grass. I'm sorry, Spike. Enlighten me, please. See, Bass says I'm all right. Today was a bit of a whole ordeal. Not sure if I talked about what was going to happen today. I don't believe you did. If you want, you can share and talk about it. Also, I got a haircut. Also, I got a haircut for anybody that is interested. I think I look pretty dashing. Megan didn't say anything about it when I got my haircut.
What? I got a haircut too, admittedly.
She did get a haircut too, and it looks real good. When she came out, it's like all the compliments. Hey, Megan, you look really good. Megan, you look real nice with that length of hair. She's like, thanks, Matt. And then we walk away.
No, don't be like that.
I mean, Megan, I'm not even memeing on that one. That one is actually true. That is what happened.
I know.
I mean, I know you always think my hair is gonna look good anyway, so you don't need to say it. But it is kind of funny, like in hindsight, when it's like, oh yeah, Megan, the hair looks really good. Waits for compliment to be returned. Thanks, Matt. Walks off through the bay and out to the car.
No. I mean, in my defense, you got out first, so you had more time to think about it. I wasn't thinking about it when it came out. I was just thinking about it. Oh, my hair feels nice.
I had time to think about it, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I got distracted. Okay.
Basak says, what about that free browser game for one of them? If I can play it, if it's Flash, it's probably on one of that one Flash archive. In which case, you know what? Maybe.
I can't say I've heard of that one, but I've probably seen it at one point or another.
I only know about it because it was in a vid for the shortest speed runs. Oh, the grass. Oh, that's what he means by the dark grass. Have you tried the dark grass? You mean like You mean, hold on. I know which one you mean. Hold on. I have literally all my underlays. Wait, how come that one's... Wait. I'm confused. No, it's there. Why is that one It's not that dark. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. I'm really confused. Why is that one not showing up?
I'll say that one's. It was never that dark when you showed it to me on Discord.
No, I can. I'm really confused because I open up the properties and it's there. There's nothing blocking it, right? Hold on.
I would assume not.
Okay, well those ones also aren't opening. Oh, because I have the folder dark. Okay, that's why. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like this one's really good for this scene in particular, right? But it's gonna be a fair bit brighter, so I figured the I don't know how that. I don't know. Never mind. But I figure this one's better for the overall game. If I play a spooky game, then this one works a lot more. But this one I feel is just a better all-around use. But if I play something spooky or something where like it has a really kind of dark ambiance and feel, that I would use this one.
That's fair.
I just haven't had a good opportunity yet. But Spooktober is coming up, and you know what? Hopefully
we have a lot to play.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Hopefully a lot more recorded games, and hopefully a lot of old school spooky games and new school spooky games and just spooky games for days.
Yeah, because real talk, we're like really far behind on the Dark Pictures games, including like Until Dawn. So I would love to play even a couple of those in October. Would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I want all of that to happen, dude. I have so much I want to do. It's like absolutely insane. And I say that every single time, but you know what? It's always true. You know what? I'm even working on this special project that I kind of have in mind that I've been recording a little bit for. And I'm making a script and everything, right? Like it's actually going to be a bit different from what I normally do. But I think it'll be fun. Megan knows a little bit about it, but I think I was even kind of vague with her, to be honest.
You were relatively vague, and admittedly, I didn't really know much about the source material because you told me little bits here and there, but not much, and I haven't obviously interacted with them.
Yeah. The specs is only mentioned it because the green one is really bright on my screen. That's fair. It is pretty bright. I don't know. I just feel like overall it fits better unless the game has more of a dark kind of aesthetic, which isn't throughout the majority of Ratchet. Like through these space sections, I mean, yeah, it kind of fits a little bit more, right? But when we get on the planet proper, okay, it's kind of a bad planet as an example, I guess, because it's snowy. but you know,
just a little bit.
Yeah, Megan. Actually, I'm curious. What's your opinion, right? What's your opinion? Hold on. So we're on planet like Hoven, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think looks better? Dark grass? Non-dark grass.
Well, I just have to wait for an update on the stream.
Non-dark grass. That's fair.
I think on a planet like this, the dark grass probably works better. But in general for Ratchet, I think the light grass probably works better for most things.
Yeah.
Just because this planet kind of has a bit of a like somber atmosphere and everything.
Yeah, it's true. All right, I'll just keep it as light grass because I don't want to go changing it every couple planets.
That'd be funny.
That'd be something I could do. Like honestly, if I ever get myself a stream deck, I could probably set that up. So it's like boop, boop, boop.
I mean, probably, yeah.
But yeah, I get what you mean by it does look a little bit bright. Okay, so let's get back into remembering how to play. Yes. It's been 2 months, Megan.
I'm sorry.
Megan, it's not your fault. Don't apologize for something that's not your fault. I'm trying to make a point here. It's not your fault, so therefore you don't need to apologize.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Good smacks.
Thank you.
Oh, you gonna see this new gun?
Yeah, I don't know if we did that last time. It's been 2 months. We do have the drone device, which I could not buy yet, but I could get that eventually. I don't know what that is, mind you. Has like 2 faces on it, which is kind of weird.
I'll be honest, I don't remember what the drone device is.
I don't know which way I want to go. I'm kind of intrigued by this door. Also, let me try to remember the buttons. Okay, so that does that. Yeah, because it's been 2 months.
Hey, you don't need to keep bringing it up. Ah.
It's been 2 months. Nah. Yeah. Nah. Like I say, it's nobody's fault. I just like to meme. But it is nobody's fault. Okay, here, I'll put it like this. If it ever is Megan's fault, as mean as this might sound, she probably won't be a part of these anymore. So if Megan suddenly disappears, you can assume Megan did something wrong.
Oh.
Megan, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't see how could it ever be your fault anyway. Unless you do something really on purpose to delay me, then sure.
Yeah, admittedly, I can't really think of anything in particular, unless I go, like, catastrophic and, like, destroy the console or game or something.
Well, legit, the only thing I could think of is... Oh, yeah, I won't say it. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to use that, but I did it my way, and that's okay.
I was gonna say, you just did that the hard way.
That wasn't even that hard, if I'm being honest with you. So, like, man, I played Fall Guys mini games that were harder than that.
Yeah, but it's supposed to have like a tight time limit, so
yeah,
I guess it's not as tight as I remember. Maybe I was just bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't seem so tight. Doesn't I feel like you need to be rather precise with though?
How do you not hit that one?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Huh.
Dead.
Okay. Huh. Okay. That was a little bit strange.
That was really strange. I don't think I've ever had that happen.
There we go. Second time's the charm.
Yeah, not bad.
Bomb
hey
the
Jojo,
glove.
welcome back to the stream.
Hey Jojo, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today? How was your weekend with your boyfriend?
Also,
Hopefully
Spike
it was
says, imagine forgetting such a staple weapon of the series. It's his first game. He doesn't know it's a staple yet. Shh.
Hey, to be fair, I think he might have been referencing you, not knowing about what the drone thing is.
I mean, maybe.
Because I don't even know if that's a staple weapon of the series. I have no clue. I've never heard about it. I will admit. At least I don't think I have. But then again, I could probably say the same for a lot of these games. Oh, okay.
Oh, you found one of the slopes. Interesting.
I did.
You gonna glitch and get over the wall?
I was gonna say, is there a skiff here that I can use?
Yeah, Ratchet has very interesting mechanics when it comes to slopes, where like if you jump as soon as you land, sometimes you can actually create a flat platform at slopes and jump up higher.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you
call
do
it
that?
slope interception. I think it's really hard to do. It only works in certain areas, but
Huh. Okay. So. So I can go 2 ways, I'm assuming. I can go over there. I can go over there.
unless that other way, like over in front of you here, is the other path, maybe.
Yeah, that's where I
That's the way
came
you
from.
came up.
Yeah, that's where I came up. Okay, so yeah, we have a couple of paths one can take. I don't think there's anything over here, but there might be. I'm dead. I didn't think
Wow,
it'd be a
that's
one.
cold.
I didn't. Nice. I didn't think it'd be a one-hit kill. Okay. I have health for a reason.
I mean, have you ever seen a early 2000s game that actually lets you swim, aside from like Ape Escape?
Early 2000s. What do you count as early 2000s? Because maybe. Well, you said besides Ape Escape, so already you're rigging it more in your favor.
Well, I know there's some games like Ape Escape and Spyro and such that let you swim, but there's so many games like this where they don't let you swim because they didn't want to make a swim animation.
Final Fantasy X lets you swim.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's Blitzball.
Yeah, but you can also swim like in the water.
Oh, the last switch deactivated as you got to the top?
Megan, I hate this. I hate this game. Why am I playing it?
Because you really wanted to play it because I like it.
That is true.
Okay, you're getting rigged here. There you go.
Megan, I hate it. I hate it.
The bottom one
Megan,
deactivated again.
Megan, can I just like stop?
No.
Can I just like stop playing the Ratchet games forever?
No. You don't want to play one of my favorite series? Wow.
Yeah, you're right. I don't want to play Sly.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I do want to play Sly.
I mean, unironically, I would be more okay with you not playing Sly than Ratchet.
Ouch.
But I really
Sly.
like Sly, so I really want to see you play Sly too.
Oh wait, that didn't take me. Oh, do I gotta hold it? Okay. Man, it's been 2 months. I completely forgot. Nah, I had to hold it.
Okay.
It's been 2 months. What can I say? Look, that's gonna be the meme for this session. Okay, it's been 2 months.
No, just make the meme. Jojo says weekend was busy. Depression is hitting very hard, so I'm laying down listening to stream. Hope you're both well. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. Sorry if I don't like keep an eye on the chat as much. As with most games, when Megan's around when I play them, I don't really read chat as much for some reason. I don't know why. I think part of that is because I'm kind of semi-relying on Megan to do it. I think. Like, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean that's fair. You're focusing on the game.
Yeah, like, and I mean, I've never told you this either, but I do think maybe that's part of like why I don't pay as much attention during like co-streams like this. Well, not, you know, like where I have you on, right?
Yeah.
Because like deep down, I'm like, oh well, Megan's not playing the game. She can just check the chat. Ow.
Zap.
Damn. Man, I have health for a reason, game. I'm kidding.
No. You got electrocuted, dude. That would just kill you.
That would. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your depression, Jojo. You're having depression hit you hard. That really does suck. Like, and I know that can be difficult. I don't know if Megan has anything she wants to say concerning that.
Depression is very difficult to deal with.
Well, no, okay, Megan. I more so meant in the way that you yourself also have depression, right? At times.
Well, yeah, I do get depressed every now and then. I'm not like clinically diagnosed or anything, but I've had quite a lot of time where I've struggled with it, so I completely understand.
Yeah, and I was mostly just saying that because I don't know if you want to like mention that on stream. I don't know how like personally you want to get with that stuff. So I was like, I don't know if Megan has anything she wants to say about that. But then I kind of got the feeling maybe you didn't quite, take the bait that I was throwing out to you. So then I had to like say it, actually.
I mean, I was thinking about that. I wasn't really sure how much I wanted to say, but that's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Megan. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Nothing wrong with it.
Talking about it a little bit, but obviously it's very personal, so I don't really want to get like super into it, at least not on a public forum like this.
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing like wrong with being depressed. It's a thing that happens. It sucks. Yeah. But I mostly just wanted to like bring that up so I could kind of segue into saying like I at least kind of know how hard it can be like through you in particular, right?
Yeah.
So even though I myself don't have depression as far as I'm aware,
Ooh.
yeah, I know how hard it can be to a degree.
Yeah. I imagine it must be a very different experience not being the one with it, but kind of having to watch it, right?
Yeah. It's not nice. I will say that.
Well, if it makes you feel better, it's not nice being the one that has it either, so we're square on that.
That doesn't make me feel better at all.
So Spike says Sly 3 has it. I don't remember what that was in the context of.
Gotta stay frosty. So basically, I'm having trouble swallowing, so I had to have this diagnostic surgery, so I couldn't eat and drink for 8 hours before it. But I did so for 12 hours just in case, but it still couldn't like happen, and they were surprised because of it. And Mom and Dad's blaming me. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That really sucks. That really sucks. I don't know, like, what would be causing the problem with swallowing. I'm not really too sure, like, what that would be. So I don't really know what I can say to that, if I'm being perfectly honest. Just because, yeah, I don't know. So I can't really say, like, much comforting, I guess. Like, I don't know why the surgery wouldn't help.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't know why your dad would be blaming you, because let's be real, bodies are weird. And it's not like it's anybody's fault if their body's just like, hey. You know, if their body's just like, hey, don't want to, you know, do what it's supposed to for some reason, you know?
Yeah, no, that's definitely not right that your dad's blaming you.
No, definitely not right.
Y'all wouldn't have any spare parts, would you?
Help yourself.
Rude, but fair.
Dang rocks are too tough. I keep breaking my drill.
That rock is raritanium.
Ah,
Let
of
me
course.
look at that drill.
Ratanium gets around.
Apparently.
Well, shoot my dog and call me Sally. Thanks, partner.
That's real easy.
No problem. I suppose I could take that rock off your hands, too.
Heck, here you go.
Okay, sure.
Nice.
What did I need
so this-
Ratanium for again?
So there was a guy on Pokotaro you had to give Ratanium for, or 2.
Okay, thank you.
So.
See, because it's been 2 months. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That one I did legitimately forget, though.
Jojo says, that's okay, thanks guys, I'll be alright.
Okay. Yeah, I just know it is difficult.
Yeah. Also, Spike says swimming. Ah, yes, I forgot you
Swimming.
could swim in Slide 3. You can't in Slide 2, though.
I'm debating if GTA San Andreas would be considered an early PS2 game, because I don't quite remember when that came out.
Wasn't it like 2004 or something?
So would you call that early? Probably not.
Probably not, because that's like halfway through the console lifespan. Let me just look and see what it came out. Yeah, October 2004. Surprised I remembered that, actually. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah, pew pew pew.
Right, beat up the blarg.
I'm not remembering how not great the shooting in this game actually is. Sacrilege, I know, but it's not great.
okay.
I'm sorry. It's okay. Like, the game's still good. The shooting's not a strong suit, which is ironic considering what happened later.
They tried their best, okay? It is a little, like, rough around the edges.
Anyway, we're getting up a list of games that came out in the early PS2 life cycle.
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
I'm trying to think if I also want you to show me. Because I feel like I could probably point one out that has swimming in it. Not because I want to be right, but because I want to actually see if Megan's wrong.
Oh.
I'm kidding. That's
Isn't
not
that
the
the
case.
same thing?
Blur. I'm gonna die.
So while you're shooting these guys, so like early PS2 games I'm seeing on here, Armored Core 2, Dead or Alive 2, Dragon's Lair, some different FIFA games, F1 Championship.
Technically, you could say there's probably is swimming in Dragon's Lair.
I mean, yeah, but you're not really swimming. That's different.
It's a technicality.
We got SSX, Summoner, Street Fighter EX3, Tekken Tag Tournament, Time Splitters.
Oh my god.
Problem is I don't know how many of these would even have the opportunity to swim.
I don't have ammo for this. Jeez.
Ooh.
hold
Rayman 2
up.
Revolution, Star Wars Starfighter. Yeah, like, there's actually a lot of really good games. I didn't realize they made a Bloody Wars 3 on the PS2.
Damn.
Oh.
I did a die.
You did a die.
call hacks on you, game. But yeah, it's kind of thing. Like, it's like, what games even have swimming in it, right?
Well, yeah, and I know there was like some early ones like Jack and Daxter that had swimming, even if it was somewhat limited. But I just know that was a big thing for a long time. Maybe it was more PS1, early PS2, where they just didn't want you to swim because they didn't want to do the animations. And like Spike says in the chat here, it's very easy to use as a level boundary as well.
Yeah, it is. Like, that is very, very true. Well, you know, fun fact. What?
Oh, just the way they ran away from you. They had their hands above their head and they're just running away.
They're just like, ah.
Basically.
Hold on, I'll give the fun fact in a moment. There's just a lot of these little shits. Okay, I got bit once, that's fine. Skill point? How?
I think there's a skill point literally just for killing all of them or something.
Okay, neat. Good, I earned that one. What the hell is this? Oh. What do here?
Oh, I remember this one. I'll see if you can figure that out.
Is it something I can do now, or do I need something for?
No, you should be able to do it now.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Too bad you can't cheat and ride to the top.
I know, if only. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's literally kill all the ankle biters in the forested section.
Hey.
Nice.
Sick. First golden bolt of the stream coming back. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, fun fact. I remember one of the big selling points of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was literally that you could swim.
Well, yeah.
They made a pretty big deal out of it. Which is funny, because the one game they should have let you swim, Vice City, doesn't.
Well, yeah. A lot of games didn't. Like, I remember when we played Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, we couldn't swim in the water. We kind of just like bring you up to the shore, and then we found out that you could ride the helicopters and get to the Statue of Liberty. So we spent like almost an hour trying to get over there between like the 4 helicopters you have to swing between.
Well, yeah, but I mostly just mean like it makes sense, but it's really silly considering Vice City takes place in Florida and has a lot of things related to boats.
Yeah, no,
so it's like, you know, it's just funny, right? I'm not saying they did bad. It's just, you know, just funny in hindsight.
No, it definitely is. And I'm honestly really glad that in Assassin's Creed 2, they let you swim, because going through Venice without being able to swim would have been such a pain in the ass.
It would have been.
It's already bad enough in Assassin's Creed 1 that you couldn't swim.
Well, Megan, spoilers.
Ooh.
It's not true. It's not spoilers. But it is true, though. It is true. Okay, so you can climb back up here. There's water down here.
So Bass Aqua says Dead or Alive 1 was on the PS1. Apparently, I thought it was like an early PS2 game, but I guess not.
I mean, are you looking up a list of what games on the PS2?
Well, that's what I was a little bit earlier. He just mentioned that because I said Dead or Alive 2 came out pretty early in the PS2 lifespan.
Okay.
Also, Bass Sucker says, what do you mean I can't stand on the rocket? That would be fun.
Man, you know, just going back to like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for a second, I really can't wait to like actually play that game on stream sometime. I think it's gonna be so good.
I need to actually play that game in general.
You do, Megan. I could like talk your ear off, dude. There's so much I can talk about with that game. Like, so much. Including the history. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure. From what I remember, it was a pretty good game. I didn't own it, so I didn't get to play a lot of the missions and stuff. But I did get to play, like, the open world stuff, like the flying car cheat, you know, good stuff.
Yeah.
So Bass Aqua says, I remember one of the new iPhone adverts, they were advertising a new shade of green. Oh, really? That's interesting.
That's pretty funny, actually.
They probably have it trademarked.
Yeah, like honestly though, a lot of the you don't really see it much anymore. I think because we've kind of reached not a peak of like graphical like excellence or anything like that, but I think we've reached a point where a lot of that stuff, that like the smaller stuff, just isn't really super appealing to people anymore. Because like you had the swimming thing in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, like I talked about, right? And then you had Final Fantasy X, which on the box specifically states like, oh, there's dialogue in this, voice acting, because it was the first Final Fantasy game with it. So it makes sense to talk about, but it's like, you think about that now, it's like, well, yeah, no shit. Yeah, there should be like voice dialogue in a video game now. But back then it was like, oh, well, no, it's like, wow, revolutionary. You know?
Well, yeah, and it's gonna be like that for a lot of the older consoles. But yeah, we're kind of getting to the point that until VR becomes like mainstream, that we're probably not gonna see much new in that term.
And then Megan, might I also mention, I don't remember which one it was, but like one of the early 360 NBA games where the big thing was the players could sweat and you could see it. But that was like the big selling point.
That's really funny, actually.
And to be fair, at the time, it was pretty cool because it's like, wow, it's realistic. The players actually sweat, man. So how much things have like, it's weird and interesting how far things have come, honestly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because back in my day, video game characters didn't sweat. Hate to break it to you, you know, unless it was like for cartoony effects, like you'd have like pixel sweat like coming off of them, yeah.
Crystallized sweat. So Spike says, are we just talking about being able to dive or just swim on the surface? I would assume just like swimming in general, so on the surface or diving.
Yeah, I'd say in general. I mean, technically, Megan, Mario.
That's true.
Mario literally did it back in the day. So, Megan, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. You said video games don't let you swim. But we're forgetting that Mario Duck Hunt, Mario was able to swim, Megan, because he had to dodge the bloopers. Error occurred while encoding. That's okay. It just means the recording died for some reason. That's weird.
Oh.
I don't know why OBS does that with the recording. I'll just grab it from Twitch later, I guess. No big deal.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, go on. I'm sorry. I just had to point that out because I hate when that happens because it's a bit of a piece of shit. But it's like, well, whatever, you know, if encoding dies, that's fine. I'll just grab it from the Twitch VOD. No biggie.
Yeah. Well, I more mean, I think it happened more with, like, probably a lot of 3D platformers just because they had a lot more animation compared to, like, a 2D game like Mario.
Fair and true. Okay. Batsackward says, I can't believe Ray Liotta's gone. I find it kind of weird how deadlines are written like how Vangelis had their work for their Chariots of Fire talked about instead of the more obvious and acclaimed Blade Runner soundtrack. Unless you're Bethesda, in which case you do advertise NPCs and such. I mean, yeah, but Bethesda also really lied. They like to lie about that in particular.
Radiant AI system.
Yeah, exactly, right? The Radiant AI system.
16 times the detail.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because I did show Megan that one video. I guess it was, I don't know if it was like an EA present or EA, no, that's fucking E3 presentation where they're talking about how advanced Oblivion's AI is, but it's all a lie and all pre-scripted. And it's literally just them like literally lying about the capability of Oblivion. And yet no one ever calls them out on that. Like it doesn't make me mad because Oblivion's still a good game, but you know, I don't know. Devs like to lie, especially back then. Nowadays you can't really do it and get away with it at least, but
not unless you're Peter Molyneux.
I mean, Peter Molyneux, he hasn't really done anything in a long time, has he?
Well, the last thing I heard about was the Goddess game that they had. That was not really that good, but there was like some big reveal.
I don't know what I don't know what the hell happened there.
I'm not sure. There was some kind of big
confused.
reveal that they had like people working together on this puzzle to figure out like what their next project was, and like I can't remember exactly what it was, but some kid ended up winning it, and they ended up like reneging on the prize or something.
Yeah, Bass Backwards talked about that on stream once, actually.
Yeah, so it just was kind of douchey, to be honest.
Yeah, like, it's douchey. Like, Peter Molyneux is relatively douchey, and he's lied a lot. He has lied a lot when it comes to his games. That's basically what he was known for.
Yeah.
But to be fair, again, I don't think you really know much about that, just because you haven't really played any of his games.
I mean, I know there was a decent amount of Fable. I don't remember specifics, but I do kind of remember, at least from what I heard, that he essentially promised a lot of features that never ended up in the game.
Yeah, a lot. I was there.
Like, it was a ridiculous amount, from what I understand.
Yeah, no, I was literally like a part of that, because I remember specifically with Fable 2. I didn't really get into the hype, like the pre-Fable hype, until Fable was done, right? And I played it and I really enjoyed it. But Fable 2, I didn't buy into like any of the bullshit he said, but I do remember it, where he's like, oh yeah, you know, you can, you know, buy, you can find, you go out into the forest and you can explore anywhere you want, and you can find the singing sword that will actually like sing and talk to you along your journey. That doesn't exist in the game at all. It was probably never there. He just wanted to make it sound more impressive.
I mean, most likely.
Or have it be like, you know, like, oh, you can have, well, now to be fair, I can't confirm whether this one's true. I don't think it is. But where it's like, oh yeah, you can have a family, and your family like grows up along, you know, like in the game in real time. It's like, oh, no, I don't think that's true.
I do vaguely remember hearing something like that, yeah.
Or, and as much as I love the movies is a really good game that I actually have, funnily enough, I have stream plans for that one, which is very much unlike me, because that doesn't really seem like the kind of game I'd want to stream, but I have plans for it, believe it or not. But, you know, his thing with the movies was like, oh yeah, you can basically make a whole full-length movie. And it's like, yes, you can, kind of, but it's still very, very limited. So that one wasn't really a lie. That one was more of an over-exaggeration. But Peter Molyneux is very, very much, just don't ever trust him, like, ever. If you trust Peter Molyneux, you're just gonna be sad and disappointed. Yeah, honestly, one of the best aspects of like devs lying to you though. So Megan, you remember like I showed you my special thing that I got for Halo 3, my Halo 3 DVD that came with that came with like a lot of like the like Halo 1 and 2 cutscenes and the dev commentary for those cutscenes, which I want to show you at some point. But I also showed a lot of like just general behind the scenes like Halo stuff in general, because I think they have this documentary on Bungie on there.
Oh.
And they have this this really interesting thing where they actually show off like their first E3 demo for Halo.
Oh, okay.
And they just literally come out and say like, yeah, we didn't say it was scripted, but it was scripted the whole way through. I appreciated how open they were. I mean, after the fact, yeah. But they weren't like, they didn't double down and go like, oh yeah, no, this was all like for real. What was happening? They're like, nah, well, this was scripted. This is a scripted E3 demo.
I mean, they probably realized that literally everyone was doing the exact same thing. Even to this day, they're still doing the same thing. So it's just like, I guess maybe they didn't really feel like it mattered as much, considering it was how old at that point.
I mean, yeah, they probably didn't care, but I don't know. They, like, honestly, I don't know if something's come up that's made, like, any of the old devs from Bungie like piece of shit or not, but for the moment, I kind of respect them for what they kind of showed off in that documentary and just kind of how openly they talked about, well, all of that, really. It's just really cool.
Hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Oh my goodness.
Gasp! She's still into Clank.
Just a little angel.
Actually, I'm a little robot.
You're funny too.
Yeah? Looks aren't everything.
You be nice. I think I got something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
Ooh.
That would be quite helpful for
Does
swimming
that sound good?
underwater.
Whatever.
Wow, only 2,000 bolts. Oh boy, that's a steal.
That's about what you paid for the thruster pack.
Yeah, what a steal. Hold on, I just want to scroll up in the chat because we've been missing quite a lot actually from my rambling.
Yeah, we kind of been rambling a little bit.
By the way, Megan, I'm sorry if I've been rambling like over things you wanted to say. I do apologize.
I mean, it's okay.
I just got to talking about the cool DVD, and I'm like, I really, really like it. So, you know, and I like Halo. What can I say?
I mean, that's fair. I was mostly only trying to read stuff in the chat.
Spike says, can you not do that in Vice City or do you instantly die? In terms of swimming, you instantly die. Which made a lot of the very simple things in that game really, really hair-raising. Because you gotta get into a boat. Good luck. Hope you don't accidentally jump. Hope you don't accidentally move too far. Hope the game is kind and doesn't bump you up because you stepped on a seat. And yeah, because otherwise you're dead. You know? So yeah, no, you gotta be really careful in that game. Vice City Stories, I think, like you said, lets you swim, but I never played that one. But that one came a fair bit later, I believe, right?
I assume that was just a port?
No, I think that was just... Okay, so GTA, like, back in the day, did this kind of thing where they would have, like, expansions, kind of.
Okay.
But they were usually on, like, the handhelds, right? So you had Liberty City Stories, and I think the gimmick with that is you actually played as a character from GTA 3. That was, like, another character that you could take jobs from. And then you kind of see, like, a story that includes them and various other characters from GTA 3. Like, before GTA 3 happened, right?
Okay.
And I think that's the same thing with Vice City Stories. And they kind of did that with GTA 4, but they just made that a straight-up expansion, like DLC.
Yeah, I do remember it with 4 that they had the expansion.
Yeah, because they had the Ballad of Gay Tony and... What was the other one? What was the other one? It was The Lost, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different story entirely. Admittedly, I don't know as much about Vice City Stories. I know more about Liberty City Stories, I think. Yeah, Megan, that actually reminds me of something else. I'm sorry, I'm getting on all these tangents. But I have this, and I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna need to see if I can try to find it. But Vice City, not Vice City, San Andreas actually had something really unique, right? So I think when the game's soundtrack came out, right? Because I think it had a soundtrack. I think it came out. If you got it, you actually got this like bonus DVD with it, right? Which was a movie.
Okay.
Set before the events of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But it was done in the game's engine, right? So it was like the events before Carl Johnson shows up, right? Like you literally see him getting on the plane to go to San Andreas, right? And it was really cool because it showed all the characters from the game. And it's like, okay, well, this character's doing this character's doing that. And I don't remember if it technically would spoil anything from the main game. But it was just really cool to see like, oh, this little mini movie. And I don't know how many people know about it anymore. Because that was literally just like for the soundtrack, you know?
Yeah, I can't imagine a lot would.
If I can find it, I don't know, I might see if it's uploaded anywhere. I won't be surprised if it's uploaded up on YouTube or something. But if it's not, hell, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Because like that's probably something that's really rare and hard to come by, probably. Because I haven't heard anybody else talk about it, but I know it exists because I have it. I just don't know where it is, but I do have it somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like you say that about a decent amount of your stuff. It's like, oh, I have that. I just don't know where it is.
Megan, mean and rude. You're making it sound like I don't actually have it, and I'm just lying, Megan. I'm just making some kind of
No.
creepypasta story, you know?
I
No, you're
just
not
know
making it
you
seem
have a
like
lot
that.
of stuff hidden away in the garage.
Yeah, I do. I need to go out there and look for it. But yeah, it's just it was so cool. I'm gonna see if I can find it and then I'll show it to you.
Okay.
I know you sweating Earthbound, can't remember the first. Yeah, like Earthbound is actually one of the games I was thinking about when I talked about the sweat.
That's really funny.
Well, that and some of the early Final Fantasies, I guess. Driver 3. Good old Driver 3. Bass Soccer says, I know people are joking about it, but I think they actually did just have the texture in 4x4 grid of itself, so it was technically true. Was a mobile game Curiosity? What's inside the cube? Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
That's what I was thinking of. I just can't remember what it was. I just remember it was like a thing where everyone's like playing the game, working together to like solve the thing, and then whoever like finally finished it had some kind of prize, and then they revealed that Goddess was the next game.
Yeah. And this is, I heard Goddess was bad anyways and wasn't kickstarted. I'm pretty sure he did do a similar live with one of the Fable games.
Oh,
But the scripted
Maybe it was an
NPC thing.
announcement.
You're right. Bass Backwards, you're right. That unlocked a hidden core memory. Because
Oh.
I remember the video where he showed that, actually, where it did show the guy, your character going into quote unquote his house with his wife and having to be like, oh look, we're coming back like a few months later. Oh, she's pregnant now. Now we're coming back a few months later. Oh look, now she has a baby. And that's not how that game works, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I've only played Fable 2, like, to be fair, probably only really like 2 or 3 times. But I'm pretty sure that's not really a thing. You can have a family, but I don't think that's how the family system works. I don't remember though. I think yes. Once again, unlocking core memories, Bass Backwards, you're great. First off, he says, I think that's the thing in Borderlands 2. Admittedly, I don't remember what that could be in reference to, because we've been kind of talking about a lot of different things. I'm sorry. But I remember that and / or like plant an acorn at the beginning and it'll grow into a tree. I remember that too. See, Megan, this is Peter Molyneux and his lies, right? This is what he does. He just lies for no reason. He knows that can't be in the game at all, but he'll say that, right?
Yeah.
I think he was trying to do something with NFTs now. That's completely, very much in line with Peter Molyneux. Like I said, I like his games, believe it or not. I like his games. He's just a shit ass. That's really about it, you know? But I like his games. He has good ideas. He just lies a lot, you know? It's weird. The singing sword and shield. Okay, yeah. That might be a thing in Borderlands 2. I can't really say on that one.
Yeah, I never finished Borderlands 2. We were kind of playing that a while ago and we haven't got back to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is something Mickey and I were kind of playing on our own. I don't know. I mean, that could also be a stream one day. But it's just kind of a game Mickey and I have been going through. Just kind of for fun. Now let's go ahead and buy this.
There you go, sweetie. You look so handsome.
Thank you, miss. Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through,
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
Damn.
Your hydro pack will automatically equip when you are swimming. The hydro pack lets you swim against currents.
I see. So what is this? Oh, return to cave entrance. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything else? Nah, there's probably nothing else I can do here.
Probably not.
Hey, Dragon Trail, welcome back to stream. How you doing today, friendo? Yo, Fraggin, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. How about you, Megan? How you doing?
Doing pretty alright, thank you.
Oh, I was gonna say hold on. I gotta go blasting, but blasting is bad, man. I don't know. I know I've said this numerous times. I really feel bad when I talk about this game because I know I'm not exactly giving it all the praise I'm sure lots of people probably would expect. But as much as I am having fun, the gunplay is just not great. It's really, really not that great.
No, that's definitely dated the worst out of everything in the game.
It's probably so much. And like I do remember that it is so much better in Ratchet 2.
Yeah.
Ratchet 1's just built different, quite literally. Okay, hold up. Megan, why is this actually like so challenging? There we go.
No, I never actually tried shooting the missiles like that.
I only missed one missile and that was enough to do me in.
Yeah.
But I only had like 1 HP, so that's fine. I'm not sad or salty at all.
No, of course not. Dergroncher says, I'm doing good, just relax and watching some YouTube. Sounds like a fun time.
Sounds like a really fun time. Yeah, if I could recommend any YouTube channel, it'd be the Fraggin Gamin YouTube channel where certain cool things happen sometimes, you know, where... Now I say that, but Megan doesn't even watch my YouTube stuff.
No, I don't have time to watch stuff.
Oh, okay. That's pretty easy. Second time's the charm. Yeah, no, I know you don't have time. That was just funny because Megan was like gonna check out my video for like cryospace. I think it was.
Oh.
What the hell is going on down there?
He must have fell down trying to chase you or something.
Probably.
That's hilarious. I've never seen that.
But yeah, Megan was gonna watch my my exclusive video on cryospace, and then she was like, "I'm just gonna skip. Do it, Matt. Skip. All right."
No. I just was curious about what type of game it was.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, you know, Megan, you gonna finish it later?" Yeah, I'll finish it later. Didn't happen. Oh, that's the wrong rocket.
You took out the wrong rocket launcher. Boop, boop, boop. Spike says, not even mine? Wow. I didn't know he had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Spike does. He actually has 2. One dedicated a little bit more to Rocket League content, and one that he's just kind of started using where he's currently uploading Ape Escape.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And like legit, the only reason I haven't watched it yet is because I actually might do Ape Escape again soon myself. Just so I have something to put up on YouTube for it, right? And I'm kind of thinking, well, if I watch you play it, unfortunately, Spike, I might suddenly not want to play it again because I may as well have already played it. I don't know. It's confusing, okay? But I do highly recommend watching Spike stuff. His videos were always good.
I mean, I would be curious.
Yeah. I just can't, well, I just don't really want to watch it right now because, yeah, I'm thinking about, well, I've been thinking about doing Ape Escape again myself relatively soon. And I just feel like that would probably burn me out of Ape Escape, or I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember literally everything from Spike's video now. Yeah. And then it'd be like not as fun, I guess. Do these explode after a bit? Kind of.
I think it's more when they crash into something.
But no, I've always liked Spike's Rocket League videos. And there's other videos that he put up on his channel too that weren't like Rocket League related.
I mean, it does sound like fun. I know he was really into Rocket League. I've never really played a lot, to be honest, but it always looks like such a cool game.
Rocket League is fun. I would have played it more if, like, honestly, if I didn't stream. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have played it a lot more. Streaming's killed, like as much as I do enjoy streaming, I do. I wanna preempt what I'm gonna say by saying that as much as I do enjoy streaming, all of my like competitive focused games have kind of suffered for it. because I don't have time to actually get good at a game, right? So it's like, oh, you know, TF2, that had to kind of, well, that stopped because I got like kind of tired of it, to be honest. But you know, even when I thought like, oh, I could go back, it's like, well, no, not really, because I don't really have time for it. I can't really dedicate time to it.
That's fair.
And then with Overwatch, it's like, yeah, I want to get really good at Overwatch and climb. But then it's like, well, I don't really have the time to like really dedicate myself to Overwatch to the point where I can climb. And same with Rocket League. I remember when Rocket League came out, I was like, man, it would be really, really nice to be able to get competitive in this game. And like learn all sorts of various things. Damn.
Good try.
But then it's like, well, I don't really have the time to like get good at Rocket League. Because I remember when Rocket League came out, I literally looked at it and I was like, yeah, I wanna learn to be competitive in this game. And that just never happened because I didn't have the time.